Hello to our wonderful St. Thomas University Bobcat parents. I want to take a moment to talk to you about how we're opening St. Thomas University this fall. If any of you are dealing with the virus and COVID-19 with you yourself or your families, know that we're praying for you. And we hope that you get healthy very soon. We know that people have gone through loss. I know I've had to make phone calls to some of our students about their families and some of our employees and faculty and staff. And I know it's just a very tough time. But we believe that education needs to continue. And we want to make sure that our education here at St. Thomas University is safe and flexible so our students can make the choices that they need to make in this very tough time of a pandemic. My concern is that we know from watching the media is that there is a lot of panic that's being induced. The CDC website for me has been the best place to go just to get the facts. And that's very important that we look at the facts and we look at the risks. Bottom line is that we are all assuming a risk in this situation. And then we're going to try to do all we can to avoid risks. But we know how life is. We cannot always be protected. And very important, we have to take personal responsibility for what we do. I want you to know that we've been working diligently on the St. Thomas University Return to Campus Manual for COVID-19 guidelines and protocols. And your students and you will have access to all this information. We are going to follow CDC guidelines on social distancing, wearing masks, on cleaning, everything that we can do to make our campus as safe as possible. But we know this is an airborne virus and it's very tough to contain. So we want to make sure that we have our lines of communication open, and we will continue to update our policies and procedures based on medical advice in the medical community. We are going to have residence halls open. We plan on playing athletics. And again, we're going to do the things that we need to do the best we can to keep our students as safe as possible. We ask that all of us work together and impress upon our students their personal responsibility. We're going to do things different. We're going to have curfews in the residence halls. People are going to have to socially distance in class. And here's another exciting thing is we're going to do a thing called Bobcat Go this fall. Our students can go anywhere and get their education. If they prefer face-to-face, they'll have that on campus. If they prefer to be on campus but take some classes virtually in their residence hall, they can do that. Or if they want to take their classes virtually at home, they can do that. Or if they can't get here, they can take their classes in Spain or Brazil. So we are going to make sure that we have maximum flexibility so you and your student can choose what education delivery is best for you. Lastly, I want to say this. Again, we need to communicate. A lot of times people will challenge administrators on, are you going to keep my students safe, my son or daughter safe? We're going to do the best that we can. We're going to educate them. We're going to follow our procedures and our guidelines. But in the end, we know that this is a tough pandemic, and this is a world that we cannot guarantee everyone's safety completely 100%, especially with an airborne virus. But I'll tell you, when people ask, well, what would you do with your children? My children are college age. My son just graduated from Thomas More, where I used to be president, and he's coming down here to Miami, and he'll be in the MBA program, playing baseball, and living on campus. And my daughter, Johanna, will be starting her third year here at St. Thomas University, living on campus. And she's a part of the choir. So I believe it's safe enough for my children, and I believe it's safe enough for your children. And so let's work together, communicate with each other, and make sure we're all following the guidelines and the procedures and the protocols and taking personal responsibility to keep our students safe as we go back and make sure that they get the quality education that they deserve here at St. Thomas University. So again, God bless all of you. We're praying for anyone that's dealing with the virus, but we can't wait to see you in person. Go Bobcats.